Okay, I'm showing you this bass because this is the Ibanez TMB505. When I originally reviewed it, sorry it's dark in here. I'm going to turn the lights up real quick. But when I originally reviewed it, I didn't pay a lot. I paid some attention to the neck weight, you know, because I had my arm rested here and I was playing with fingers. Everything was fine. I didn't even dawn on me. It was fine. You know, here I am at home. I'm not worried about, you know, moving around, getting jamming with your buddies and doing all your you know, whatever you do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Guys get out there and play hard and play rough, and any kind of rock situation, that's what you're doing. So I get out there and I play with a buddy of mine on drums, just bass and drums. It was cool, but it got kind of old fast because we just played with a guitar player the other day and it was like night and day difference. I mean, obviously, we knew it was going to be that way, but it was like, wow, that was really nice jamming with a guitar player after jamming a few weeks with just bass and drums, you know, writing starter stuff, you know, so that when a guitar player comes in, he can add to it or whatever. But anyway, the whole point of this is it's a comparison between the neck weight of the Ibanez TMB505, which, like I said, like I'm saying right now, like when I first reviewed it, I didn't notice it so much, but now that I got out and jammed with buddies of mine, I did like a picking position where I can't play with a pick because carpal tunnel in my hand. I just can't do it. Years of playing. I don't know if that's the whole gist of it, but so I use like my fingernail, because when I hold a pick, right in here starts to get crazy. You know, it gets, anybody with carpal tunnel knows what I'm talking about. But so I started doing that because it was like a kind of a quick bass line, you know, basic, you know. You know, nothing fancy, just to the point with the drums, holding the groove with pick style stuff. And once I started doing that, I noticed, oh my God, the neck's diving. Oh, crazy, because my elbow's not up there, you know, like so, and I'm picking, because I'm normally picking with fingers. I'm playing pick style. So that's something you got to watch for. If you don't watch for that already, excuse me, man, I'm seeing myself in the camera here. Look like a greasy mess, but anyway. But if you play with the pick style, you're going to have a huge problem with, and I'm noticing this a lot lately with companies, more inexpensive companies, even Ibanez, with the 505. It is fucking neck heavy, man. I can't get around it. I can't, as much as I love this bass, man, and how beautiful it sounds with these pickups, it's, I'm searching the internet to find a perfect neck that's real lightweight, with like lightweight tuners or something to replace on this fucking thing. And I say in fucking because it pisses me off, man. I got a roasted maple neck. It looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. But it's admiring the carpet while I'm playing, and it's like, come on, man. Hey, don't look at my shoes. I need you to be up here, you know, or at least here. You know, a lot of times it'll fall here, you know, and that's not bad. It's not bad. The Glarry, I just ordered a Glarry because everybody's ranting and raving about it online. Let me put this thing down. Everybody is ranting and raving about Glarry basses. Oh, for fart's sake. Everybody's ranting and raving about Glarry basses. You know, Glarry P bass. Glarry. I was gonna, just for shits and grins, I was gonna order a yellow one, just because it's obnoxious. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, why would I have a yellow bass? But just because. After ordering the 5-string jazz bass type, no, and I'm not ragging on Glarry. It's great, but it's like, you guys, man, if you want to get all lightweight with these bodies, man, you gotta do a little more R&D here. Okay, stop, man, stop with the lightweight bodies and the cheap woods and then all this shit. Charge another $30-40. don't have a kid that's just starting out having to hold the friggin' neck up and you know, like I said, the neck is admiring his fucking loafers. You know, stop it, man. I mean, you know I'm goofing around or whatever, but it's like, it's ridiculous, man. The neck dive on a Glarry, Glarry, just like Larry, but a G in front, Glarry. I don't even have it in the video because why it's not even bothered worth mentioning or hearing because you can't play it. You just can't play it unless you're sitting down all the time. And what kind of fucking rock bassist or metal bassist or anything sits down? You just don't. People don't come to watch you sit down. So it's frustrating to me. Some of these companies that try to make inexpensive basses, which I do look for them because it's like, I'm not made of money. You know, I make a modest living. I make a good living. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to. You know, I just to replace the problems I'm having with these neck heavy basses I have, I got an SR model. I mean, because I know that's not gonna admire the fucking, you know, whatever, the linoleum. I mean, get out of here with that, man. That's these companies trying to make shit lightweight. You know, keep it lightweight and you know, let's put a baseball bat neck on it. I mean, you're out of your fucking. Stop it. Keep the lightweight machine heads. You know, stop the Fender style headstock if you have to, because just because you have a Fender style body, okay, get at least a substantial, decent amount of weight to the body. So that the neck's not going to dive, you know, not going to want to do a swan dive into the crowd and slam dance with the crowd. How are you going to hold on to it? It's just going to dive into the crowd. So, note to Glarry, and I'm not ragging on Glarry. They're great, man. When I took it out of the box, I plugged it in, I played it. It was great. It was fantastic. But it was admiring the fucking carpet. I'm just being straight up and honest with you, and I'm a little bit pissed, so that's coming out too, and I apologize for that. But and even Ibanez, man, I've been an Ibanez guy for decades, man, decades. I've been playing bass for almost 32 years. One of my first basses my second bass was an Ibanez, and I've been very loyal since. And it's like, this neck dive shit, man. What are you fucking doing to me, man? You know. So, if you're going to buy any kind of a TMB, be careful, man. Go play it first at a store. I don't care if you got to go to Guitar Center, play a TMB. If you're going to get a 5-string, play the damn thing first for damn sure. Because I could see somebody playing a 4 and it not being so bad. Even though I had a TMB 30. It was a short scale 4-string. It was still neck diving. Just admiring my shoes. You know, I don't even know if I had shoes on at the time, but it was admiring them. It had a foot fetish. But anyway, so just give that some thought, man. When you go and buy a bass, and nobody is saying this online. Here and there, I hear, oh, it's got a little bit of neck dive, but it's not bad. No, man, the fucking Glarry, the 5-string jazz bass Glarry, doesn't look like the newer style Ibanez kind of style, where the headstock is a little smaller, has smaller tuners. No, it looks like a Fender. Man, don't fucking buy it, man. And no offense to Glarry, but it's like, you got to change that up, man. I'm sorry, you got to change that up. It's not playable. It's just not playable. I thought my Ibanez was bad. This thing's fucking horrid. It's fucking horrid. I mean, I'm out. What? I think it was $134 to get it to my door. I'm not complaining about that. Don't get me wrong, man. That's why I tried it, because a lot of people were just ranting and raving. People around here, around where I live, people across the country, all kinds of people were just ranting and raving about Glarry and, you know, the cheap basses, you know, which 4-strings might be fantastic, you know, in terms of neck weight. But the one that I got, holy shit, unplayable. Just across the board, unplayable. The Ibanez, it does neck dive, but it's not even close to as bad as the Glarry. So I just want to point that out and kind of give people, bass players buying a new bass, You know, it's always good to go check something out. I will forever agree with that. It's always good to go check something out first. But if you're going to buy something, if the headstock has a big ass shape to it and has a big ass old Fender style friggin', you know, butterfly wing tuner keys on it, it's gonna be fucking gonky and heavy and it's just adding more weight to it. So make sure you check the body type. If you got like a mahogany or something heavier than that, you might be okay. You know, but if you got some poplar body or something, or some fiberboard body, or some balsa wood body, I don't know, Glarry must have used a balsa wood body. I don't know what the fuck they used, but I strapped it on. I can't even comment. I mean, it's going to be too nasty, and it's not a smear fest. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm really not, because for the price, man, so far it's great. It's just the body's way too light. It's not even the neck dive that's the problem. It's the body's way too light. You got to use some heavier bodies. And nobody said that in the Glarry reviews. They just mentioned a little, the neck dive's a little bit. No. The body is fucking way too light. Way too light. Electronics pickups, I thought they sound good. You know, for what they are, I thought they sounded good. I saw another guy had a Glarry 4-string P bass. Fucking noise all over the place. Nah, maybe it was a jazz bass, but noise all over the place. Mine didn't sound like that whatsoever. So I don't have any gripe about that, about noise or anything. You know, single coil noise that you get. I didn't have any gripe about that. But yeah, man, go check. No, and that's the whole point why I'm doing this video, is because bass players have to know when you have shit body weight, there's no weight to the body. The neck has to stand at least. If you're going to play with any kind of professionalism or ease, not even professionalism. I'm not calling myself some mad ass bro. I got 30 years. I mean, you guys obviously know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but it's like you have to have an angle here. You have to. If you're playing like this, you know, and I'm not ragging on, you know, guys in a metal band, because a lot of guys in a metal band, you wouldn't even be in the screen right now, because it's way down by their waist. You know, you play with a pick, and you're fucking jamming, you're rocking, and that's your thing, and that's fucking tits. But it's like, that fucking neck's still going to dive. You're still going to be holding it up. You're still going to be holding it up here. And who wants to play a bass while you're holding it up with your thumb? It's a pain in the ass, man. And I've dealt with it before. I bought instruments like that before years ago. And I thought, okay, we're getting past this now. No, man, we're diving right back into it. You know, so anyway, rant over, man. Sorry, guys. I wanted to get this short and sweet, but here we are, 13 minutes. But, yeah, just big ass wonky headstock. No. And if it's, you know, elder or lighter body, fuck no. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. We need to fucking send a message. Let these guys know, hey, man, you got to have a heavier body weight if you're going to have this wonky ass huge neck and this big ass body that's made of balsa wood. You got to stop it. You got to stop that shit. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.